Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Major.
Snake.
Are you all right? You're not hurt?
No. That was a hell of a drop, but I'm fine. Looks like there's no way back up, though.
I see. Well, anyway, it's good to hear you're not injured. Slipping and falling may not have been part of the plan, but getting into that cave was. Proceed further into the cave. The cave seems to be structured like a maze, but there's an exit somewhere. Find a way out of the cave and head for the aqueduct.
All right, but it might take me a while to get through this cave.
Are you hurt?
No,
Is it the enemy? Did they set a trap for you?
not that either.
Then what is it?
It's dark in here.
Dark.
Yeah, there's no light anywhere. I should have brought a flashlight with me.
So what you're saying is that it's going to take you a while because you don't have a flashlight.
Right.
Snake, if you don't have a flashlight, you should be looking for a substitute. I tell you, American soldiers these days rely too much on ready-made equipment.
Here we go again.
What was that?
Nothing.
American soldiers rely too much on ready-made equipment. And not only that, they can't seem to grasp that one piece of equipment can have multiple functions. Back when I was in the SAS, we never had that problem. We were trained to use every piece of equipment in as many ways as possible. If you don't have a flashlight, look for something else. You need to develop flexible, innovative thinking if you want to... Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah, of course I am.
First, take a look at what you're carrying with you now. Don't you have anything that can provide you with some light?
Hey guys, welcome to Erebos Gaming HD. I hope you enjoyed that codec call there. So I'm fast forwarding this part here because basically it took me way too long to find where I was going, and I wasn't talking throughout it as well. So yeah, it was quite boring to just watch what I was doing here. But yeah, it's sort of fast forward. It's really dark, really hard to see, and we'll get into the live play when I get my light back. So like I say, just skipping through on this part. So we just beat Ocelot and we jumped off and we ended up in this cave. So yeah, we're very, very shortly coming up to the next fight, which is I think it's called the Pain. I think it's called the Pain or the Fury. I can't remember what his bloody name was, but I'm sure it's like the Pain, I think. Anyway, let's get right back into the game. Alright guys, so I think I know where I'm going now. I think I've sort of figured out what I'm doing. This has been a bit of a joke. This cave area. It's been so long since I played it. I've just really just didn't know what I was doing. So here we go. Got the torch on, and it's just one of them places in the game where there's no real, because the game doesn't tell you where to go as such. You've sort of just got to figure it out. So just read the instructions there on the torch. So yeah, you can wave it with circle, press repeatedly down. So yeah, as long as I get it out, so this is going to be at least some light. And I think your eyes actually sort of adjust to the darkness. It's very good how they've done it. When you're in the dark for a long period of time, it actually gets easier to see. It's sort of how it would be in reality, I guess. And I think that's a really nice little touch they put in there. So what I will do is this episode is going to be me running through the cave and picking up any goodies I can find on the way. And the next episode will probably be the next boss's cutscene. And then after that it will be the boss fight, and there we go. So, because I'm fairly sure there's a cutscene before the Fury fight, the Fury or the Pain. I always get it mixed up. I'm sure it's the Pain. I'm gonna edge my bets on the Pain. So yeah, it's either the Pain or the Fury, and I've said that about 8 times, but it's one of those two, and I keep forgetting what he's called. But you've got whatever this one's called, then you've got the fear, you've got the sorrow, you've got the end, and you've also got Volgin, there's a boss in this, and you've obviously got Big Boss as well. I've said the end. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the only bosses you get in this. So I've already done Ocelot, you do the next one, the Pain or the Fury after this, or whatever this one is. Actually, I just remembered, the Fury I think is number 2, is in Metal Gear Solid 2, and I think he's the guy with the jetpacks. I think, yeah. Bear in mind, last time I played these games was years ago. It wasn't just like a few weeks ago or months ago. This was like literally well, yeah, I'm 22 now, so you're talking when I was about 14, 15 when I was playing this. So a good like 7 years ago at least when I was playing this, if not longer. So you know, a long time to remember little silly things like bosses' names. I should totally know the bosses' names. I'm just making excuses. But okay, frog here, little frog. I won't bother that little guy. He's going about his business. And I think when you think about these games like Metal Gear Solid, I think you've just got to sort of sit back and appreciate what they managed to do at such an early time, because there's games out now that don't utilise the sort of things that they put in this, like the detail they've put in this game for obviously for a PS2 release, and the different sort of mechanics that they put in were just so ahead of their time. I mean, like having wildlife, for example, that's something which is not even in GTA Online. Now, obviously, they say the potential of technology doubles every around about 18 months. So, you know, if you think of how far ahead technology's come from when Konami released this, then you would think, well, why are they struggling to put wildlife in GTA Online? Obviously, they've got it in Red Dead Redemption Online, they've got it in the GTA normal game, but they're struggling to put it on the online. Now, you know, it's just one of them things, like, I think Konami realised the importance of the environment and the ambience of having the wildlife and things like that, and I think they would not overlook something like that if they obviously got the opportunity to produce something as big as, you know, Grand Theft Auto. They're sort of them sort of developers where they put their time into small things which make a big difference overall. And you know, even just like the flame, you know, the way that the flame works, you know, for a PS2 game, you know, it's not easy to produce fire quite as realistic as that. And I mean, obviously this is the HD version, but the fire version in the Metal Gear Solid 2 was, you know, no different really. It was, you know, really good. And there's plenty of examples where Metal Gear Solids have just been way ahead of the time. The main thing is that they focus so much on the story, and I think that's the most important part. Okay, that's it for this episode, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.